Hey fellow creators, my name is Rob and this video is going to be all about the Hero 10. But before I get started, I just want to thank everyone who saw this video. It just reached 400,000 views, that's crazy. And don't worry, I will be doing another video about the S21 soon, and mobile photography in general. So I apologize for taking so long, it's just been one of those years. The purpose of this video is going to be mainly to compare the Hero 10, the Hero 9 and the Hero 8. I'm going to do a couple of side-by-side comparisons, the 10 and the 8 and the 10 and the 9. And I will do a quick unboxing, give you my thoughts on the Hero 10, and then we'll do the side-by-side flights. Now, Real Steady Go doesn't support the Hero 10 at the moment, so I'm going to have to do another video in the future. Therefore, really do encourage you, if you've got some side-by-side comparisons or some equipment you want tested. I have the Quark, so I can do some horizon level stuff. I've got some naked GoPros, both bought and self-made. There's an infinite number of things I can test. So I've basically done what I thought that I would want to know in the first kind of week of the Hero 10 launch for this video. But I'm going to have to do another one, so please leave a comment below, and obviously subscribe if you want to see that video. Unless you've got a good remindering calendar system, you could just put it. So let me give you my quick thoughts. The Hero 10 and the Hero 9 are almost the same weight. There are identical bodies. The Hero 10 goes into existing housings, uses the same batteries, but according to the book, it gives double the frame rate and performance. So if you're already sold on the 9, you're going to love the 10. I personally have found that the biggest improvement for me has been the touchscreen and obviously the video quality settings you can choose. But that experience, just the refinement of it, they've obviously listened to feedback and taken some homework from the 9 and then refined it to make it better for the 10. And that's what I would say it is. Even though the performance seems to be substantially increased with the new GP2 processor, yeah, I think it's kind of a no-brainer. If you're on the 8, there's obviously that weight difference, and depending on the type of flying you're doing, for me, I always like to fly the 8s on more risky flights and save the 9s, well now the 10, for flights where I don't expect to hit something hard and explode my GoPro. I guess that's how these things get made. I will leave a sort of photo of this card up. I'll link to it in the description below so you can check out the details. All right, so let's get into the unboxing and then the side-by-side flight comparisons. All right, so let's get through this as quickly as we can. No idea if this is the retail box, but this is what I got. I had this cool little tripod thing. It came with a battery inside the GoPro, SD in the GoPro, and a spare battery. And yeah, I just went through all the parts, everything you kind of expect to get in a Hero box these days. It's a great case. So the first thing I really wanted to know was, is that battery the same? So I kind of got out the GoPros. First thing I did was just take out the 9 battery, checked it, checked the specs, exactly the same specs, milliamp hours and voltage. So that's good to know. You can just switch the batteries around as you need. That's the size comparison. Kind of expect that. We know what the 8 looks like. Sorry, I was doing some cooking, so just to clear that up a bit. Here are the weights. I'll list them on the screen as well. And there you go. This is what it looks like. Looks like the 9, but with a 10 on it. Didn't see any major changes to the hardware that I could see straight away. There you go, it's a kind of standard side-by-sides. I did try to set it up. I did try to connect it to the app, but it did come up saying it was a Hero 1, which I assume means that is not ready for going live at the moment. So, but it did allow me to get into the GoPro at least, so that's a good start. This is the monstrosity that I'll be flying on. Nothing crazy, it's not designed to carry that much weight. Okay, I just wanted to quickly intro the side-by-side comparisons. I've left all of the GoPros at their stock settings for the colors and things like that, and the shutter speeds and everything. And all I've done is just try to set them all to 2.7K, 4.3, with hyper boosts basically on or off at different levels as much as I could. Hopefully find these side-by-sides useful, and I did the best flights I could given the weather circumstances. There's a lot of people out exercising at the moment, and it makes creating videos like this very difficult. And here we go. Okay, hopefully you found that useful. I do apologize, RealSteady doesn't support the GoPro yet. As soon as that does, I'm going to be doing some stabilization tests. So again, I encourage you to comment below and let me know what you want to see tested. If you found this useful, also let me know. It's always my intention to connect with and share creative information with other people who are interested in the same sorts of things. And other than that, thanks very much, and see you in the next video.